Hi everybody, welcome to Happy Hour with Baroness. It's me, Maria. I hope you all are enjoying your fantastic weekend. Beginning of the work week, I know. Also, this week is very exciting for me. A lot of things are happening this week. One of my dearest and best friends, Katie's birthday coming up and stuff like that, and I'm going to be hosting, throwing her a birthday party. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll probably put up a video about it. I'm going to be doing it at her place because that's where the party's going to be at. So for those that want a party planner that's a reasonable price, just give me a shout out. Let's see what I could do with you. You know, I definitely could work within your budget, being that it's reasonable. I'm pretty excited about it. So last where we left off had to do with the dilemma of a friend, two friends I should say, where one of them wanted me to speak to the partner and kind of tell them they're not so good at it, at sex. And, I had to think about it, and, I conversed with a few people that I know that are actually in the healthcare profession, and I decided not to have that conversation with my friend because I felt that could cause a lot of friction between me and that person. And the truth is, it wasn't really fair to put me in that position. I'm not a sex therapist. And I just felt that person, hey, maybe if they really want to be with that person, then you need to be patient and kind of train them, I mean, that it's all about getting to know one another. And I feel that person B in the situation is very uncomfortable with who they are and how they look. And, I have a lot of personal insecurities that they need to confront. And I did address that with that person, though. And I didn't mention anything about, the sex. And, I made a few suggestions, what I think that person should look into or try, and, to build up their self-esteem, because once you feel good, then things fall into place naturally. Like I said, I'm not a professional trained sex therapist, so it wasn't my job to tell that person, this is what you need to do. So, person A kind of got snippy with me, and I kind of told person A to go kiss off in not such a pleasant way. But it's not my problem. Like I said before, and I've been saying this in other videos, and, those that have been following me, communication. Communicate. If you can't do it, then maybe you shouldn't be in this world. Maybe you should go live underneath a rock somewhere, because you obviously cannot communicate and build up relationships with people. And I'm not talking about dating relationships. I'm talking about friendships, relationships that you may have with your family, at work. That means that you are obviously socially and able to handle human beings. And that problem is solely on you, my friend, and no one else. But it is. Communication is the key. And if you guys are incapable of doing that, seek therapy. Seriously. Seek therapy. Get yourself some help. So, hopefully those two will work out their issues. I personally feel there's no problem with teaching someone some certain moves or some certain tricks when it comes to the bedroom. It's a lot of fun, That's what we do, You take what you learn and pass it forward, Sex can be a lot of fun, You know how to do it. So on to the new dilemma, because it seems that everyone I know seems to have crisis about one thing or another. And, like I said, this has to do with a lot of dating and whatnot. And yes, I know I have to post my next story. Sorry, people, it's been taking a little longer than planned, but I've been very busy. As you go, those that know me personally know. So I'm sorry about that, but I promise, it's going to be up very soon, extremely soon. That I do promise, and it's a good story, and then I'll definitely talk about it. It's definitely about a relationship where I could talk about it now, I guess, because it's going to coincide with what I want to talk about next. But it's about me with this experience I had with this one guy where, believe it or not, he's not a douchebag. To me, he's amazing. He'll always be amazing, an amazing human being. And why didn't work out? Well, I did nothing wrong, and he did nothing wrong. we just couldn't see eye to eye on certain things, and we just knew, better to walk away now, and we could always, that way the doors are always open for possibilities. If not, it was a great experience. So, I'm really happy about this story, and I can't wait to post it. And, I've had a lot of experience like that too. I mean, not everything was so depressing. I've had some good experiences. So, which brings me on to this next story, this next subject. I have a wonderful, I have lots of wonderful friends, lots of gorgeous girlfriends, and some very handsome, good-looking guy friends and stuff like that. And I have one particular who I'm almost like, I feel like I want to be on, whether she likes it or not, I'm like a personal matchmaker. And I think she's phenomenal. But I think, I noticed a pattern with her and stuff like that. And I shouldn't just say her. I should say that with a few girls I know that are seeking a companion. And I just want to, remind them, they are very strong, confident, independent women. So my advice is don't settle for less. And, just because you meet a great guy like I was willing to do to let go of this one person because we weren't a good match, don't try to, it's like life is like a puzzle. If that piece doesn't fit, that means it doesn't belong in that area. That means it goes elsewhere. No matter how much you want to try to make it fit, it's just not going to happen. And I've been noticing this pattern with a lot of people lately. I shouldn't say just women now that I think about it. But, guys, life is a puzzle. You're a puzzle, And you're an amazing puzzle, too, Your life is so beautiful and amazing. And don't settle for less. I've done that. I admit it. I have done that. I mean, hell, I write about it, and it hurts more once it's over. So my advice to all you guys is don't settle for less. Like I said, this one person that I'm thinking of right now, I want her to find her match. I just don't want to see her settle for less, because I've seen my other best friend who did that, and poor thing, she was miserable for over a year. This guy was just really not good for her, and I mean, I did it, and my relationship, I'm going to have to bring him up, my relationship with Bozo, we're not bad people. We just weren't good for each other, and it became toxic. So, you guys, remember, keyword, communicate, and I'm always going to bring that up probably in every other video, if not every video. Communication, be yourself, never lose your confidence. If you feel that a person is taken away from you and you're starting to question yourself, that's a problem. And it's not that other person's fault, by the way. That's your fault. So be aware of all these situations that you get yourself into. Relationships are not easy. It takes a long time to get to know somebody. You're not going to learn somebody overnight. I thought I knew someone overnight. And trust me, I didn't know him at all. And then I got burned pretty bad for it, because I will admit I got caught up in a whirlwind relationship. And I don't regret it. I really don't, because if it wasn't for having that experience, I wouldn't be able to have the courage to talk about what I talk about when I'm not on a video blog, face-to-face with people. I do appreciate my experiences, even if I don't appreciate them at the time, or they may leave a bitter taste in my mouth. So, but that's just life. Anyway, before I let you all go, because I feel like I'm rushing through this video, but I have a lot to do today. I have a lot of party planning going on. I want to make a joke, and actually it's an inside joke, but my friends like to tease me a lot. And usually they like to when I'm not paying attention, they stuff my purse with certain little knickknacks. Well, this time, no one stuffed my purse with knickknacks. I tend to stuff it myself. But only because I'm going to be using these knickknacks. Well, that just came out wrong. Well, obviously I'll be using these knickknacks, but I'm going to be using them for a display for a party. But I found these fascinating. And it's the little things in life that I actually find fascinating sometimes. So if you ever, meet me and say, oh, I have something that's fascinating for you, it could be a pen, and believe it or not, the way it was designed, probably, or the way it changes color would be fascinating. But I went to this one club, and you know how they usually give out the condoms? I found it fascinating because I never seen these before. Seen them before. Look at that. They have vanilla flavored condoms. If you don't like vanilla, you could have banana. Yeah. The irony, right? I think it's kind of funny, banana. And if you're not in the mood for that, and you know, try strawberry. Or as my friend quote that person, she goes, or just think of it this way. I have now officially have a fruit smoothie. These are so funny. I had to grab them. It looks like I probably collect condoms. Like I said, my friends have played the ultimate joke on me where they stuff my purses. They have stuffed my purse with so much condoms that when my mother one time asked me to get, you know, she gets them out of my purse, you know, she opened the purse and they were like flying out practically. And she goes, you're going to be busy for a while, huh? You know, my mother who's born again, you know, made that comment. She found it funny. She goes, well, at least you're safe. Which is true. But, yes, practice safety. #1 rule. Always. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. It's a little joke, and those that are watching it know why, because they were there when I was like, oh my god, look at all these flavors! And I had to grab every single flavor I saw. They only had 3, but I heard that they have different flavors, so apparently now I'm going to be on the hunt to find all the flavors, you know, and I'm going to make, like I said, a display for a party, which yes, I'll actually post it on here because, you know, it's fun. You know, it's funny, it's fun. You know, I figure why not. And you'll get a kick out of it, out of my silliness. Anyway, my darlings, I know lately I haven't been toasting you all with alcohol for happy hour, but considering the time of day it is right now, I'm not going to toast you all with alcohol. Until then, my darlings, I wish you all a wonderful week. I'll be speaking to you soon. I promise my story will be up. You all have a wonderful day. Goodbye. I was say goodnight, but it's still day, so have a great day. God bless. Salute.